Last week, I checked my bank account and felt a little scared. Rent, student loan payments, and grocery prices had eaten most of my money. I had just $32 left for food that week. What I did next changed how I think about food and money forever. With inflation rising and everyday expenses getting harder, I decided to try a $32 grocery challenge to eat for an entire week without going hungry or unhealthy. Could I really make it work with just frugal food hacks and a tight budget? I wasn't going to rely on instant noodles or boring meals. I wanted real food, simple, tasty, and affordable. This wasn't just about surviving. It was about proving that anyone can eat well on a tight grocery budget if they plan smart. To keep the Frugal Food Challenge fair, I made some clear rules. I had only $32 to spend on food for the whole week. That had to cover breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, no cheating. I couldn't use anything already in my kitchen unless I added it to the budget. No free meals from friends, work, or family. I allowed myself to use basic kitchen tools like a rice cooker, oven, or air fryer. Also, I wanted to eat healthy on a budget, so meals needed to have real nutrition, not just cheap junk food or empty calories. Before I spent even $1, I created a simple plan. To make this $32 food budget work, I needed a smart budget grocery planning strategy. I listed 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches, and 7 dinners that used simple, affordable ingredients. Next, I looked for foods that I could use in more than one meal, like rice, eggs, oats, and frozen vegetables. I checked grocery apps like Too Good To Go, Flip, and Little Plus to find deals and save money on food. I also searched for budget meal prep ideas online and used AI tools to help create low-cost recipes. Seasonal produce helped me find cheaper fruits and vegetables. I visited discount stores like Aldi and also went to small local shops and ethnic markets where prices were better than big supermarkets. One of my best tips: buy ugly fruits and vegetables. They may look funny, but they taste the same and cost less. This planning helped me shop with purpose, avoid food waste, and eat well. This step is what made the challenge work. When you plan your meals before shopping, you make every dollar count, a key rule in frugal living and food budgeting. What $32 bought me? With just $32 to spend, I had to be smart with every dollar. This was my entire grocery haul for under $32, focused on budget grocery staples that could stretch across multiple meals. I focused on budget-friendly groceries that were healthy, filling, and could be used in many different meals. Instead of buying processed food or snacks, I chose affordable basics like rice, oats, lentils, and eggs. These gave me both nutrition and variety. I picked up a small bag of frozen vegetables for quick stir-fries, plus sweet potatoes, a tomato, an onion, a lemon, garlic, and 2 bananas for flavor and nutrients. I also bought a small bottle of milk, a can of chickpeas, a discounted cup of yogurt, and a pack of tortillas to stretch my meals. Everything came to about $31.85, including tax. I made sure every item had multiple uses, which is key when eating on a budget. This experience proved that with a little planning, it's possible to eat well while saving money on food. Here's what my 7-day budget meal plan looked like. Real meals made from just $32 worth of groceries. Day 1, starting strong. I began the day with oats and sliced banana, a simple, healthy breakfast. For lunch, I made fried rice with egg, garlic, and frozen vegetables. Dinner was a warm lentil stew with sweet potato. The meals were basic but filling. I felt excited to start this cheat meal plan. Day 2, simple but satisfying. Breakfast was oats again, this time with a spoon of yogurt and a bit of lemon zest for flavor. For lunch, I had a tortilla wrap with rice, chickpeas, and vegetables. Dinner was stir-fry rice with eggs. I felt good and full. Cooking every meal helped me feel more in control of my budget meals. Day 3, getting creative. I was getting the hang of it. Breakfast was overnight oats. Lunch was a sweet potato and chickpea curry. For dinner, I made lentils with tomato and garlic, served in a tortilla. I started enjoying the process and realized how easy it can be to save money on food with a bit of planning. Day 4, feeling the challenge. I felt a little tired of repeating ingredients, but I reminded myself this was a frugal food challenge. Breakfast was rice cooked with milk to make a simple rice pudding. Lunch was fried egg and veggie wrap. Dinner was a mix of lentils and sweet potatoes. Still full, still healthy. Day 5. Batch cooking wins. Leftovers help today. Breakfast burrito with eggs and vegetables was quick and tasty. Lunch was the rest of the chickpea curry. For dinner, I made sweet potato soup and crisped up tortilla pieces in the oven to go with it. My body felt good and I wasn't missing takeout. Day 6. Adding flavor for free. Oats with banana and cinnamon started the day. Lunch was a rice bowl with vegetables and garlic. For dinner, I cooked lentils with caramelized onions and a squeeze of lemon. It felt like real comfort food. This budget food plan was starting to feel normal. Day 7. Finishing strong. Breakfast was banana oat pancakes. Lunch was a leftover rice wrap. Dinner was a soup made with everything left in the fridge. I finished the week feeling proud. Eating cheap didn't mean eating badly. It just meant thinking ahead. And that's what budget-friendly living is all about. Expected lessons I learned. This wasn't just about eating on a budget. It showed me that frugal living habits like smart meal planning and reducing waste could actually lead to better health and less stress. First, I learned that budget-friendly meals can still be healthy, filling, and tasty. I didn't feel hungry or weak, and I actually ate more balanced meals than I do when I spend more money. Second, I realized how much food I waste when I don't plan ahead. Because I only bought what I needed, almost nothing went in the trash. This helped me think more about food budgeting tips and how small habits can save money every week. Cooking everything myself also gave me more energy and peace of mind. I wasn't rushing to grab fast food or stressing about money. It felt good to be in control. One of the biggest surprises? I didn't miss expensive snacks or takeout. I started to enjoy the simple meals. They saved me time and cash. This challenge showed me that saving money on groceries is possible without sacrificing health or happiness. And now, even when I have more money to spend, I still use these frugal living skills because they truly work. How this changed my relationship with food. Before this challenge, I often ate without thinking. I bought takeout when I was tired, and I let food go bad in the fridge. But after 1 week of eating on a budget, everything changed. I started to see food as something to value, not waste. Every meal I made felt earned. I became more aware of how much I used to overspend. This experience helped me build new frugal food habits, things like meal planning, reusing leftovers, and shopping with purpose. I also learned that simple meals can be just as satisfying as expensive ones. I didn't need fancy ingredients to feel full or happy. Now, I feel proud when I eat something I cooked myself. I know how to spend less while eating well. This challenge didn't just help me with saving money on groceries, it helped me build a better, smarter connection to food. This challenge is part of something bigger. Around the world, more people are turning to frugal living trends to fight rising prices. On TikTok and YouTube, creators are sharing $1 meals and budget lifestyle hacks. With the global cost of living going up, saving money is now a goal for many families, not just those with low income. Movements like no-spend months and buy nothing groups are growing fast. People are learning to live with less, eat smarter, and waste less. Being smart with money and food is not just a trend. It's a skill for surviving and thriving in today's economy. If you want to try your own frugal food challenge, start small. Pick a food budget that works for your area, maybe $30, $40, or $50 for 1 week. Then, create a simple, cheap weekly meal plan using foods that are filling, healthy, and can be used in many recipes. Think rice, eggs, oats, beans, and frozen vegetables. Check local store flyers, or use apps like Flip or Too Good to Go to find the best prices. Visit discount stores or ethnic markets for even more budget grocery tips. Write a shopping list, stick to it, and avoid impulse buys. Meal prep can help you cook once and eat several times. And don't forget to track your meals and how much you're spending. This builds smart habits. Trying this challenge is a great way to save money on food, reduce waste, and feel more in control of your budget. This budget grocery challenge didn't just save me money, it taught me skills I'll use for life. If you're feeling the pinch, try your own no-spend week or $30 food challenge. It might just change your mindset too. And if you want more tips like these, Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This journey's only beginning.